Welcome. Today we're going to be covering how to cash in your NFTs without having to sell them. So ditch that instant sell button and join me on a journey of NFT loans. Full disclaimer, this is not financial advice. And, as always, you just seek financial advice from an actual trained financial advisor. I'm purely here for educational purposes and teaching you how to use this technology. What you do with it is as you wish. Uh, None of the projects that I cover in this video am I affiliated with in terms of the platforms. We will be covering some NFTs that I hold. So full disclosure, I will be covering loans against the NFTs that I own, and I'll go more into those in depth. But yeah, let's crack on into it. So you will hopefully be familiar with, you can buy NFTs. Perhaps the prices will fluctuate up and down, unpredicted and volatile assets as they are, with anything to do with Web3 and crypto. Now, let's say you wanted to use the liquidity. Well, the NFTs are illiquid. They're not easy to buy and sell. Now we have instant sales, so it is a lot better than it was, by people providing bids and offers and automatic market makers. But that would mean that you sell the asset. You may have bought it because you want to be part of the community. You may have bought it because you wanted to use their utility, or you may have bought it because of speculation or flex and status. Who different people buy things for different reasons. So what I want to cover is various platforms that I have been aware of for the past year or so. And these platforms are able to use as a way of using your NFT as collateral, putting your NFT in, taking out a loan against your NFT, paying back your loan with a percentage of interest at an agreed point in time, and in the meantime, freeing up that liquidity, that SOL, to then be able to do other things with it. We must give you a disclaimer and a risk disclaimer here. When you are using these protocols, your NFT will be frozen in your wallet. So they're not going to leave your wallet. They won't leave ownership from your wallet, but they will be frozen. If you default on these loans from any of these platforms, you will lose the ownership of your asset and it will go to the loan provider. You could be a loan provider. If you have liquidity, you could become a loan provider in any of these platforms. So we have Sharkify, who has the biggest share of borrowing and lending platform on Solana. We also have Bax.gg, originally called Fract. They give perpetual loans, which is great. It's something I really prefer, is having a loan that is perpetual forever until, just really I haven't really fully looked into how that is possible, because at some point the loan provider must want the money back, but they're happy to accumulate interest for indefinite time. It does say in here, agreed, as long as you're both happy. But what circumstances does someone become unhappy and then stop the loan? I don't know, but I'm sure they'll give you a warning on that. But yeah, that's one. And Bax has a token coming out. So if you're providing loans and taking loans and paying those back, you're earning points to get the Bax token, which is going to come out. Same with Rainfi. Rainfi is another great platform. I've really enjoyed using this. They have these droplets, and droplets is sort of like their point system. And once again, paying back loans is going to give you droplets, taking out loans and paying back loans. And then with Sharkify, they also have their own token, utility token called Fishy. They have announced another token will be coming, and they're getting investment on that to launch a token. You can check out their Twitter for more information about that. If you have the capital for that initial investment, it's not a retail investing opportunity, really. It's more like a professional investing opportunity there. But these are the three main platforms. We also have aggregators that have been developed by independent projects to aggregate the results, because you be spending time looking between these different platforms trying to figure out, okay, what's on what platform, what rate am I going to get, what terms am I going to get. That takes time. But we also have platforms like Lender Labs, Lender Labs XYZ. Their NFT is a little turtle. You can own a quantity of those to get discounts on using this aggregator. But as you can see here, I've already logged in. I've gone down to borrow, or you could do lend, and it's giving me 3 different platforms. Citrus is another one. That's from the famous Fox Federation. So I did forget to bring that platform up, but you can see Citrus is here. And you can see I've got a OK Bears Founders coin in my wallet currently, and Lender Labs, little turtle. And we can get loans on Sharkify for one of them. No loans provided on the other one. And for Lender Labs, we've got Citrus, and we've got Sharkify. It would also tell you here about your loan to value, LTF. Loan to value is the amount that the loan is worth. Actually, let's give you a better view here. Sorry about that. Loan to value is how much of the value you're taking out a loan for. So you can go up to high percentages. It's risky. There's risk involved if the prices of the NFTs come down and your loan amount has been taken out is greater than the value that is now incurred to the NFT because it's come down, then you will get liquidated. So a safe 20-30% loan to value, LTF. Actually, LTF might be different. Loan to floor, but that's the same, like the floor price, the value price. So all these loans are based on your floor amount, which is something I had to learn. I had OK Bear. I took out a loan at OK Bear, but my bear I bought for 82 SOL in December 2022. I could only take out the floor amount. So let's say like the floors became 25 SOL. Then I was kind of stuck. Like I had one bear. I can only take out 25 SOL or portion of that 25 SOL because that's the floor value. If I have 2 bears, I get 2 lots of that floor value. If I have 5 bears, I get 5 lots of that floor value. So in NFT trading, you might want to buy a few because then if you have to sell, you've still got 1 or 2 remaining to be in the community. Equally the same with the loans. You may want to have more than one because then you can take multiple loans out on multiple NFTs. So that's Lender Labs. We also have Wolf Capital, so wolfcapital.io. They are another aggregator covering Sharkify, Citrus, and Bax and Rainfi. On here, I think they do have some sort of reward system. I haven't used it a lot, even though I do hold some wolves and hold Lender Labs turtles. Just haven't really delved into them. I like to support builders. I feel like the NFT finance, NFT loans area is going to have a lot of growth. I've seen it very consistent in the bear market. And it's helped a lot with liquidity in the market. So I just feel like I'm positioning myself in that. The thing with utility projects, they do have low value because it's relative to how much use someone gets out of the platform. So the price of an NFT that's heavily attached to utility tends to suffer in this market, unfortunately. But we'll go over the charts on that in a bit. And finally, then another aggregating platform is Texture. Texture has quite quickly come up in the ranks. They have a system called Pixels. So you receive Pixels for borrowing and repaying loans on Texture, as well as borrowing, extending them, and loans bigger than the size during the results in more loans with bigger sizes and longer durations result in more Pixels earned. So Pixels can be redeemed for actual SOL. So you may want to check that out. And I also believe through Texture and also maybe the other platforms as well, you will be able to earn the native utility token of the platform. So for example, if we used Sharkify, so you get the fishy token, you'll get the pixel and the fishy. If we use Rainfi, you will get the droplets and the pixel. Bax, I'm not too sure. I think with Bax, they're only covering this for people who directly use their platform without any aggregator. So I think that's something I read. So yeah, that's pretty much covering all the bases there. Let's see what I can actually take a loan out on while you're here. Before going deeper into that, I was going to cover for you just a bit more about the NFTs that I've got and why. So as I said, I like to support builders. I'm a sucker for utility, but utility isn't something that gives you great prices. But I do like the idea of doing the lending. So Lender Labs kind of focus more on the lending side of things. If I had been clever and just dollar cost averaged, automatically sold from the floor of the bottom of $8 all the way up until at least last October when Breakpoint happened, I could have had a lot more soul. I'm desperately underexposed in soul and I'm kicking myself, but it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, if you've been getting your soul when it was like $8, $15, $25, then you're going to be sitting pretty, and whatever you want to get NFT wise, you're paying a lot less in money in USD terms. But anyway, I think this project, I like the artwork, I like the turtles, at the very least, or have the NFTs if anything doesn't really work out, but they have survived the bear market. We'll look at their chart just to give you kind of idea of how that performance. All NFTs are pretty much in the shitter still. We are really far down from bull market all-time highs, of course, but you can have a little look. We're using here sniper.xyz. We had a bit of a pump coming up in August of last year, and then things came down again. And then we had a bit of a pump again, just November just gone. I kind of got in somewhere around here, like 2.2 mark. And we had a bit of a pump. I could have potentially have sold, but I didn't want to. I'm just, I'm holding for long term into the bear market, and we've come down again. That is the Lender Labs. And then we have the Wolf Capital. They've been around a bit longer than Lender Labs. And then, once again, we've got this kind of coming down, up a bit, down, up a bit. So at the moment, we're kind of in between 2 Sol and 0.17. Floors come down, come up a little bit. We're kind of stabilizing. I still, have great hopes for them. Wolf Capital have been very pinnacle in the NFT-fi space, regular weekly spaces about NFT-fi, bringing in all the other players that I've mentioned, and I think there's good things coming for them. So, Giraffe Tower, of course. I am a giraffe. You can see I'm a giraffe here in my profile picture, and we've got to give a shout out to Giraffe. Now been on Solana for 8 months. When we arrived on Solana, we came from Ethereum. We had a very strong floor price. You can see here, like, we were doing great. Sol was cheap. We were pumping. And then things changed. We decoupled utility. Before, we were quite heavy on utility attached to Giraffe. We're decoupling all that in terms of Gary Club and Social Connector and Gary.club website and all the things we do for creators and how you can earn crypto as a creator with our tools. And then we had a bit of a drop, but we came back up, and now we'll come back down again. So this is the nature of things. Yes, people accumulate things and people associate it with utility, and you keep the utility, they value it based on that, or you decouple it. This thing's going up and down. But full disclosure, I hold about 10, 15-ish Giraffe. I'm an OG as well, very heavily involved in the community. And I have great hopes for what is being built by Gary Club and Social Connector, and Giraffe have the ability to access that and get perks and things like that. So if you're interested more about Giraffe Tower and how you can earn as a content creator or a business owner and just report what you do on the blockchain and use our tools to receive payment in forms of crypto, then make sure you check out Giraffe Tower and come into a server and check us out. So there's that, and then we're going to wrap it up a little bit. Bax, the Bax.ag have their own NFT, been out for 7 months. I own one of these because I think at the point when I bought it, it was about 8 Sol. I think, yeah. So you can see here they've had quite a good steady. So Bax has done quite well in this bear market. I mean, they came down quite heavily after launch, but they've been fluctuating in this channel between sort of just shy of 10 to 9.6 Sol to 5 0.5 sol. So they're quite stable in the grand scheme of things. So BACS could be a good one, perhaps. If you want a bit of a stable yield, take out a loan against them. Could be quite stable. You can stake the BACS on their platform, and you're going to earn the BACS token when that's coming. So you can farm the BACS token. There's a leaderboard of people farming, soul awards, earn points, so lending, borrowing, and stake your BACS for a multiplier on the BACS rewards as well. So yeah, that's the benefit there. So BACS, I think, is going to come out before perhaps any competing. I think they're going to be the first platform to bring out a token that's fully SPL token. It's a tradable token that will be coming out. So that's going to be launched. So you could be farming that with your loans if you want to use BACS. But that is directly on the platform without using the aggregators. So yeah, that was BACS. And then finally, OK Bears, still close to my heart. I like the vibe of the Bears. I've met the UK crew. It's just nice cultural group. And I want to be a member still, even though I did sell my my bear at a point where I got higher in the floor, but I made a loss on what I bought it for. So and I rotated that into giraffe. So it is what it is, swinging roundabouts. But at these points, if you had accumulated the sol when it was cheap, 14, 15 sol right now is a absolute steal. It had dropped down some flash drops down to 10. Very brief, gobbled up again, but in general, quite a big channel here. But yeah, a lot of downward pressure at the moment. But I have great hopes on them being one of the first NFTs to go really mainstream in regards to their things that they've got with like IMG marketing agency, their things with Red, the charity Red, Zara clothing, Boy t-shirts. There's a lot of stuff going on with the OK Bears, and the art is just great. This art is still some of the best art on Solana. Things that are currently on for sale, not necessarily are grails or the best of the best, but still it's good art, and you find a bear that you resonate with. I'm sure you'll be happy with it. So yeah, that's all of the platforms. Now let's have a look. What do we want to actually take out? So we've got the Lender Labs platform. Now these platforms give you durations. I actually like using BACS because I don't want the stress and the pressure of having to pay back that loan in a short amount of time. I want to put my Solana to as much work as possible, and that's what I will do. So if you want to collect points on texture, just take out the loans, don't do anything with it, pay it back, farm your points. You can totally do that. You'll be getting your fishy, or you'll be getting your rain, etc. If you want to do that. Same again, you can get some tokens with Wolf Capital, but it will be fixed to certain points. So let's have a look. So we've got Founder Coin. What was it called? Bear Drop. Might called Bear Drops. Not all necessary NFTs always on the aggregators. So sometimes you do have to go direct, and it's not necessarily on every platform. There you go. So they've got the boom boxes, but I haven't got the Founder Coins. I don't own a boom box because that's like 8 sol. And so once again, there we go. So I'm not going to take out any loans on those platforms. Let's close down these windows. And thank you very much if you're still with us at the moment. Greatly appreciate it. If you can give our video a like, smash that like button, watch our playlists. It really helps with the algorithm when you watch more videos for myself. So make sure you check out our playlists on various tools in Solana. So let's have a look. So for what we've got here currently, we can take out a loan on BACS. So my loans, don't have any active loans at the moment. Dashboard. Okay, and I think with a BACS, you do get some extra benefit having a BACS token as well. So I can take out just on the Founder Coin. So I can take out a loan on the Founder Coin and have, let's have a look what I can do. So borrow. Oh, no, I don't want to buy that straight away. Oh, don't have enough Sol in the wallet to do the action. Okay, but you get the idea. You get the idea. I think what I'm going to do is to tidy things up, move some Sol, and then I will take out an actual loan. But you get the idea of these platforms. So Bax, GG, Rainfi, Rain.fi, and Sharky F.fi. And on Rainfi and on Sharkyfi, you can take out a loan for your giraffe, being able to do other things with them. So what I wanted to show you, if I had been able to take out the loans, is I would have gone to MarginFi, so marginfi.com, marginfi.com. And then on here, as a lending platform, I would take my Sol. So I've taken out my loan on my NFTs, and then come here, supplied my Sol as collateral, and then I would borrow against that USD. So then I'm not having to sell the actual Sol, but when I want to pay back the loan, I just pay back my USDC, I get my Solana back, and then I pay off my NFT loan, and that's the process we would do. So just a little run through on that. If you want to get any more information about that, discuss it any more with me, hit me up on gary.club/fuzzy. That's gary.club/fuzzy. I'll put these all in the comments below, and come back for part 2 when we actually take out the loan and go through more details on how we're doing that. So thank you for your time and take care. Bye-bye.